Are you looking at purchasing a property? Or perhaps you might know someone who might be. Hi, my name is Jamal Parker, a solicitor with Stephens Tozer, a law firm established for over 100 years. Now, buying a home for the first time is an exciting time in one's life, but it can also get complicated and expensive very quickly. Today I'm going to cover some of the ins and outs of the conveyancing process for a buyer, and some of the things that you should be aware of when purchasing a property. So firstly, you need to ask yourself what you want to achieve with this property that you're buying. Is it going to be your primary residence? Is it an investment? Or are you simply looking to develop on the property at some point in the near future? With that in mind, you should, where possible, get legal advice before entering into any contract so that you're aware and better informed of some of the key things that may affect your new home. These can be things like whether any encumbrances or easements exist over the property, any matters that need to be investigated before signing the contract, what property searches may be relevant as part of your due diligence process, whether any special conditions may have to be inserted into the contract to protect your interests and how that would affect you, and finally, consideration of the time needed for your financier to process your loan application if you're requiring finance on the property. Now, what are some of the searches that you can do when you're looking at a property which will help you make your decision? And yes, there is some research that you can do beforehand. Some of those searches will appear on the screen before you. So once you've made the decision and have found your ideal property, you'll then be signing a contract. Time becomes critical now. Some of the key searches and inspections should be undertaken before the cooling off period expires. Now, why is it critical to carry out these key searches? By carrying out relevant searches, the buyer is better informed and is able to lower their risks in buying property, as well as negotiating for a better purchase price in some instances. Some of the typical searches that we would conduct in a conveyancing matter acting for a buyer would be 1. A title search, which is usually conducted at the start of a conveyance and also at settlement. So this is a crucial and non-negotiable search which identifies the registered owners and any registered dealings on the title. That can be things like a mortgage, easements, and any caveats. These would need to be removed at settlement. The second would be a registered plan, and this is also a non-negotiable search. It'll show you the exact boundary of the lot, the area where the lot is situated on the street, and this way you can confirm that the correct lot is actually being transferred to you. The third would be a rates and water search. This will tell you the amount of rates that are payable on the property and whether they have been paid or not. You'll be paying for your portion of the rates from the date of settlement. And finally, a land tax search, which would show you any outstanding amounts payable for any land tax, which may be transferred to you as the buyer. There may be additional searches that you might want done on the property, and I'll leave some examples of some of those searches which will appear on screen now. Now, some of the common risks for a buyer in a conveyancing matter would be difficulties in obtaining finance approval, receiving adverse building and pest reports, not meeting deadlines and critical dates in the contract, not knowing your termination rights, and finally losing the deposit monies you've paid. There are many other factors to consider when purchasing a property, such as stamp duty and concessions, insurance obligations, and cooling off periods. But by speaking to Stephens Tozer at an early stage, we can help you with the legal requirements for buying your home and advise you on things to look out for, your contractual rights, and when to take action. So, if you're a prospective buyer, make sure you protect your rights and interests by giving us a call today. From all of the Stephens Tozer staff, we thank you for your time and hope to hear from you soon.